Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Frank Blanchard, AIFD, and today I have some easy tips for you specifically on the topic of SEO and keywords. If you happen to have a florist business or really any kind of a business venture that you're doing that revolves around the world of flowers and selling flowers. Could be a retail flower shop, could be an online flower seller, you could be a floral designer that specializes in wedding and event work, etc. These tips are things that any professional florist can do themselves to help grow your overall online business. Now, if you're not familiar with SEO and keywords, or you don't know exactly what I'm talking about or what they do for your business, SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. And we do that by using keywords and keyword phrases in order to help the search engines find us, or to help our customers find us on social media. It used to be that SEO really kind of was focused specifically and only for our websites, for our business. But nowadays, the way SEO works, that's not really the case anymore. Now, overall, what search engines are looking for is your overall web presence, and they're getting information about you, not only from your website, but from your social media profiles, for your business, etc. So, SEO really works for your website, and it works for all of your social media profiles, etc. Anywhere where you are working on creating digital content for your digital marketing efforts for your florist business, that's where SEO and keywords come into play. Anywhere you have a presence for your business online, you want to use SEO techniques specifically to help the search engines as well as your customers find you. Now, for your website, first and foremost, the SEO for your website is really mostly to help the search engines find you, because the search engines are crawling your website for information to answer people's search query. So that's where keywords come into play, and you're going to use those keywords and long tail keyword phrases on your website by means of digital content. And that is then when we consider or call that digital marketing. Now, digital marketing goes across platforms. It's not just your website, it's also all of your business profiles on social media, Google My Local Business listing, etc. That's what you call digital marketing. And within that digital marketing, you're utilizing the keywords and keyword phrases that people are searching for. Now, how do you find good keywords that work? First off, you really have to get in the habit of making sure that you're not just making up your own keywords and keyword phrases to use for your SEO and your digital content on your website or your social media platforms. Ultimately, if you're gonna get the most business to your website and to your actual business location itself to get people to call you, send you an email, etc. You've got to focus on putting your business and positioning your business in such a way that you are catering to on-trend topics, on-trend keywords and keyword phrases, and related keywords and keyword phrases that all direct back to those current hot trending topics. If you just make up a keyword and a keyword phrase on your own, but it's nothing anybody's looking for, it's not going to do you any good. Ultimately, that's why you need to focus on making sure that the keywords and keyword phrases that you use are on hot trending topics. So, I am recording this video right now, the very first part of November 2020. So, we are like in the home run stretch for Christmas, Thanksgiving, the winter holidays, etc. Now would be a prime time to concentrate your digital marketing efforts and your social media marketing efforts, which would include those trending keywords specifically around the theme of Christmas, Thanksgiving, etc. on all of your platforms. That's the kind of content you want to work into the information on your website, as well as your social media profiles for your business Facebook page, your business Instagram feed, your Google My Local Business listing, etc. So it's not so much about creating what you want to make and then trying to create some text content to go with it, etc., and then try and sell it and do SEO then. You actually want to start with SEO and keyword research so that you're actually looking specifically for keywords, keyword phrases, and topics that people are actually looking for. And then you're going to try and get all of the different products and services that you have to offer to mold around those topics, trending keywords, etc. If you can get those things to mesh, that's when you're going to get the best results for your online business. You're going to be able to grow your business with your website, and you're also going to be able to grow your business by means of your social media profiles. So, text content, that's really where you're putting your SEO and your keywords to work with the digital content that you create either on your website or on your social media platforms. So, if you have an e-commerce florist website, where are you going to do that SEO work and where are you going to put those keywords? Okay, so where you're going to focus that information so that the search engines can find it and so that your customers and clientele can find it are in the descriptions of the items that you have for sale on your website. Now, e-commerce websites that are non-floral related, just online e-commerce website. General rule of thumb and best practices for e-commerce is to, for starters, not have a huge variety of stuff on your website. That's one. Two, for every single item you have on your website, and now I'm talking non-florist websites, best practices are to get anywhere between 1,500 and 2,000 words specifically for the description of that item. All of that information can include frequently asked questions about that item. It can include reviews about that item, etc. So it's pretty quick to create that amount of text content. Now, for retail florists and for floral shops that have e-commerce websites, we generally don't put that much text content on our e-commerce websites. However, if you really want the search engines to find you, you do have to get as much on your website in the way of text content that contains trending keywords and keyword phrases to improve your overall SEO as much as possible. So for an e-commerce website for a retail florist shop, you want to think of getting as much text content for every single item on your website. Now, it also needs to be completely different text content for every single item on your website. You can't copy and paste anything. That doesn't fly. In fact, the search engines will penalize you for that. So you definitely don't want to go that route. It would be better overall to have fewer items available on your website, but really beef up the digital text content that goes with the selections that you have on your website. So that's one area that you want to focus your SEO and keyword work through your digital content and your digital marketing on your website. Other places that you want to focus that same kind of information and topics and keywords would be on a blog that is associated and directly on your website. It's not so great to have a separate blog anymore. Nowadays, really best practices is to have your blog as part of your main website. So keep that in mind. That's another place that you want to focus a good amount of your energy and efforts putting and creating digital text content for those blog posts. And again, you have to think that at this point, when it comes to SEO and keywords, specifically for your website, you're not creating this content so much for your customers and clientele that you want, but you're creating the content specifically for the search engines so the search engines can find you and then deliver your information to the customers and clientele that you want. Now, for your keywords, those keywords and keyword phrases are some of the things that you can turn into hashtags and use those within your postings that you create on your different social media platforms. So that's the kind of information that you would want to focus that content on your business Facebook page within the postings that you create there, as well as Instagram and potentially also Pinterest. Now, when you combine all of that text content together that is also on your website, and you're then using some of that same text content and topics on your social media platforms, that's when you're creating digital content that weaves all of the areas that you have a presence on the web together to strengthen your overall web presence and improve the SEO for your website and all of your social media profiles. I'm going to be doing a few more videos specifically on this topic, getting down to a bit more of the nitty-gritty of how you do this kind of stuff and how you find good trending topics and keywords so that you can have some easy ways that you can improve your own SEO for your small business and your retail florist business on your own. I know a lot of people try to pay somebody else to do this kind of work for them, which is definitely possible, but I've also heard a lot of stories from a lot of people who have paid companies and individuals a lot of money to do this kind of work, only to find out after the fact that it wasn't done, or it wasn't done very well, or it was actually done incorrectly. So, if you find this kind of information helpful and you enjoy this kind of content, definitely give this video a thumbs up. That helps me out and helps my video content get out there to all of you. As a floral industry professional, I've been in the business for over 30 years, and nowadays my focus really is helping you not only create your art and do the artistic part of the business with flowers, but really helping you be successful with selling what you create. Because when you can get those two things to go together, that's when you create your dream job or your dream career. If you'd subscribe to the channel, that would be great. And if you'd like to get notified when I upload new videos for you, by all means, hit the bell icon down below. Earlier in the video, I shared some cards up above here, specifically on some of the other videos that I've done that relate to this topic of SEO and keywords. And definitely check those out if you get the opportunity. And now is a perfect time to put these techniques for improving your SEO and your keyword research and putting it all to work in your digital content and digital marketing to improve your florist business going in to 2021 and beyond, and finishing out this year in 2020 really strong. Until next time, be well, everybody. Get out there and do something creative. Give some love to those flowers, and we'll see you really soon. Bye for now.